But here is a unique group for you. I had to look this up online, to be honest with you. These are Anime Central, and I don't know if this is right, cosplayers or COS players. It's all, they're huge fans of Japanese animation.
Oh.
You know, you get all those characters. They dress up as their favorite characters, and they actually play it out. And we got about 40 of them out there, putting on quite a show this afternoon.
I know. Who knew there was a society of them?
I had no idea.
We cosplay and we succeed at what we do. You know, we are the characters, we bring them to life, and that's the best thing about the characters, because you can only see so much from a movie or a video game.
I think society sees it as one of those kind of weird things. Like any new thing that comes out, it's going to be perceived as kind of weird at first, but I think they'll be receptive to it the way you present it to them. If you just show them a bunch of dudes LARPing in a field somewhere, they're going to be like, wow, that's weird. If you present it to them as a unique and cool idea, like in, say, nightclubs and things like that, and you present it to them in forms such as conventions or raves and stuff like that, I think at that point it becomes not so much of a strange thing, but something they can almost like relate to or find intriguing and want to try to emulate themselves.
Okay, my name is Jennifer Rivera, and I'm cosplaying Nia Teplin from Gurren Lagann. I was always the girl in the costume with her nose in a book, quiet, considered an outcast among my peers, and it was not done by choice. It was just done by the way society works nowadays. If you don't look a certain way, act a certain way, you just honestly won't get acknowledged.
I started off that way. I didn't think I was going to be big enough. I didn't look like I was going to feel like I was going to have that real heroic look to me. But you know what? It's fun, regardless of no matter what. You're there to have fun, and just go out there and try it. At least try it.
I was an anime nerd back in high school. Well, actually middle school, really. And also I liked that, you know, hey, people are dressing up like characters when it's not Halloween.
I started cosplaying because I really like video games and science fiction, and I really wanted to bring those characters to life.
My full name is Harrison Wayne Bean. When I'm not in costume, I am working over at Tampa Shipyard, building ships for the United States Coast Guard and Navy. The average person probably thinks it might be silly or quirky, but I associate it no different than the sports fan who gets all decked out to go to his favorite sporting event.
Yeah, I believe that I grew up taking Halloween too seriously, and I couldn't wait for Halloween, so Halloween would always come a few days early.
Hey, what's going on? My name's Mike Reed. I am the CEO of Cos-mods. Our job is pretty much to make cosplay mainstream and to get it on the runway and to do as much as we can with that.
Well, I started costuming when I was 14. It was actually here at this local convention, TampaCon. I was Green Lantern, and ever since then I've been kind of hooked, and I've been coming back and doing a lot more than just conventions as well.
But I have cosplayed. My favorite costume I've ever done was probably the Black Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I did that once because someone let me borrow their costume. Right now I'm more of a commentator on cosplay and the society of conventions and everything like that, more so than I am a cosplayer. But I'm looking to get back into it very soon.
I started cosplaying 10 years ago, so I've been doing this for a long time, maybe longer than I like to admit.
When I cosplay, I oftentimes find these characters who motivate me in a way that make me want to be a better person.
My name is John Paul Boudreau, and my costume is a Chaos Warrior from the Warhammer Fantasy tabletop strategy game. I think at the younger ages right now, it's a lot more acceptable. But for the older ages, don't find it to be proper, especially for people that are a little bit older. To them, this is like Halloween, but for people that can be any age. Right. And I don't think they agree with it.
Say you have this amazingly beautiful, great superhero, great costume, whatever costume you have. What are you doing with it? Like, it gets a couple uses, and then really, you know, you see it, you do it at one con, and then you really don't see it much after that. Like, every once in a while, you bring it out of the closet, dust it off, and you're like, all right, cool. Why not take that costume and go start doing charity work? Why not go visit a hospital? Why not go, you know, go...
Soup kitchen.
Yeah, soup kitchen. Go wash dishes as Superman or Batman or the Green Lantern.
I'm not always just going to conventions. I do a lot of charity events such as Make-A-Wish Foundation, Give Kids the World. I've done Bright Star Pediatrics. I go out there and visit kids in hospitals, and I also do like public service with the local police department and fire department as well.
We're part of the Heroes Alliance Tampa division. We are a nonprofit charity organization that goes around to hospitals, does fun runs, you know, basically stuff with the kids.
For cosplaying, again, it's a thing that's going to be fun. A lot of people put a huge amount of effort into this. It's an artistic thing.
Being an artist, my body is like my own palette, open to interpretation. So I like to believe that, in a way, that was the inspiration that I needed, because you can be anything you want to be.
The main reason that we would do this is to have fun, and it's about having fun and doing what you do and dressing up the way you want to dress, and that's really what it's all about, and I feel like that's what it should be about.
Don't judge us basically on one group of people. It is a whole slew of people, ranging from, you know, you got parents with their infants to, I've seen an 80-year-old cosplaying before. So it's basically just a whole, basically like how America is just all these different nationalities. That's what cosplay is. It's just everybody.
I think that cosplay has become more acceptable to the general public. Knowing how much craftsmanship goes into making these things, I think people respect that. But it's still kind of on the fringe.
I think it's getting more popular nowadays. Although I still won't go pump gas on my way to a convention because I do get strange looks. You know, you get out of the environment and you get strange looks, yes, but it's definitely more widestream now than it used to be.
If you think cosplay is strange, if you think it's different, if you think it's weird, if you think it's crazy and makes no sense, you're absolutely right on all accounts. It makes no sense and it is crazy, but that's what is so awesome about it. It's because it's crazy and it's different and it's weird and it's intriguing, and that's what's amazing about it. If you've heard about a local con, if you're thinking about going, then just go to a con. Get in on it. Get in on the cosplay, because it's the biggest secret that you've never been told that's right in front of your face. It's amazingly fun to do. It's not just for the nerdy nerds. It's for everybody. It's that feeling you have when you did your first costume in Halloween when you were a kid, and it's that feeling all the time. And it's an amazing feeling, and I can't recommend it enough. And I just hope that you are not too biased, and you to kind of stay away from it, and you just jump in and get with it, man.
I would go to the bus stop, because I didn't have any other more transportation at the time, and wear these contact lenses and wigs and get the weirdest looks sometimes. They're just looking at me and they don't say anything. That's the thing. They don't want to be rude. Some of them are not afraid to. But it's like I'm an alien from a different planet, and honestly, it's just, they do not understand.
If you have the money to do a costume, if you have the love for a character to do a costume, whatever weight you are, however you look, do it. Do the costume.
Ever since I was young, I had an issue with my weight. And I know that a lot of people, especially on the internet, can be bullies about it. And that's just something that It can be found anywhere. There's just gonna, you know, haters gotta hate.
But if you really wanna be like, you know, I will be this character, go out, run, work out. I work out rigorously to this day to try and stay in shape for costumes I'm going to be doing in the future.
A lot of people, especially the people in our society today, say you have to be beautiful and thin to cosplay. If you're of a different ethnicity than the character, a different weight, maybe your eyes can't handle contact lenses, you should not be cosplaying the character at all. And honestly, that is heartbreaking.
And that's what I would recommend to anyone. If you feel like you're too overweight for a costume, then just go out, work out, and it's a great, you'll learn great habits that'll stay with you in life. But if not, if you just want to do a costume and you're not too concerned about it and you're comfortable with yourself, then do that too. I mean, like, if you can afford it, do it.
My last cosplay was Black Cat Felicia Hardy. And let me tell you, I've been wanting to cosplay this character forever. And she was the most inspiring character to me because how she overcomes her past. And I bought that cat suit thinking, okay, it's an extra large. I put it on and I broke it. And well, it was devastating, and I could see what people were talking about. You're a certain weight, you just cannot, you should not. But I didn't care. I did a little bit of work, you know, to fit in it a little bit better, but I was still me. You know, I didn't spend months or anything, I was still me. And yes, when I did my photo shoots and debuted Black Cat, I had a tummy, you know. I wasn't super thin and super sexy. I mean, I'm sexy. Curves are sexy. But I wasn't the way other people wanted Black Cat to be. But you know what? In the end, it just really kind of surprised me because everybody stopped me for a picture. And it didn't matter, honestly. Maybe out there it matters, but when you're in here surrounded by people like you who actually understand and care, it doesn't matter. And you can, you know, it doesn't matter your weight, your color. You are that character, and you change the character, but you change them for the better. So don't let, you know, tummy fat, you know, bad skin, your eyes, or anything stop you from, you know, fulfilling your passions, because honestly, the character in reality is not real. Right. Okay, you make them real, and that's just the bottom line. You are perfect as the character because no one else can represent the character the way that you do.